After watching Raw last night, I noticed something. I noticed that there was literally 8 different factions in the WWE right now. Now, when I say 8, I'm talking the females as well. You got PCB, which I guess isn't technically a faction anymore. All right, so 7. You got Team Bad. You got the other girls. What are they called? Not PCB. What's the other one? Is anyone in the chat room? What's the other group? You got Team Bad. You got PCB. You got Team Bella. Yeah, well, I guess the Bellas are on the shelf right now because of Nikki Bella. I'm sorry. That's how non-memorable the freaking Bellas are to me. So you got 3 different groups right there. You got the League of Nations, which is Sheamus' new group of misfits from different parts of the globe. You got Team ECW, which is the Dudleys, Rhino now, and Tommy Dreamer. You got the New Day. You got the Wyatts. You got who else? Oh, and you got the family, which is Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and the Usos. Which it's so funny. I remember guessing that eventually Roman Reigns was going to have a stable with the Usos, but I expected it to be years from the time that he debuted with the Shield. And I pictured they would be a heel faction, and I had just for some odd reason I felt like by the time that faction actually came out, Roman Reigns probably would have gotten a haircut by then. I was wrong. They got a babyface faction who is bothering me. All these people hitting me up. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not taking calls on this show. Now let me get back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, everyone. So yeah, I expected them to be a heel faction, and this was years ago, just me thinking about what the future would be. So my thoughts were right. They would end up with a faction, but it's babyface, and it's really, really, really corny. So I don't know. I don't like how Dean Ambrose is in it, and I feel like he should be on his own. I feel like he needs to turn heel ASAP. This faction is just to get Roman Reigns over. And when he wins the title, I don't expect it to be a faction. But when was the last time you saw that many factions in the WWE? Just think about that. 3, when I say faction, I mean 3 people in a team or more. When was the last time? I can't remember this many factions. And I don't see anybody else bringing it up either, how many there are. And yeah, I did include the females and all that, but still, they're employees in the company, right? So if there's 3 girls in a faction, that still seems to be a faction to me. So, yeah. So 7 different factions right now. It's unbelievable. And Survivor Series already ended. We're at the pay-per-view after Survivor Series, which is TLC. Kind of crazy how, we're doing these 4- and 3-man teams now. I don't know if maybe something got screwed up with Seth Rollins getting injured, maybe. And then since they had to do a tournament, maybe they had to push some time back. And these factions were going to happen before Survivor Series. What the case is, but there just seems to be a lot of factions.